Welcome to a follow-up video to my predictions for TPOT 11, in which I will be making some predictions for TPOT 12. TPOT 11 took me by surprise by not being a challenge-based episode at all, but instead it followed the Exiters successfully escaping out of 4's mouth. The only prediction I made that I'll admit to being completely wrong, since the other thing could still happen in TPOT 12, is the release date. I predicted the episode would come out on May 9th, but it ended up not coming out until June 14th, over a month later. I did, however, correctly predict that TPOT 12 would be the meetup episode, and since it is being shown at the first 3 locations on June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, that means the episode will release on July 14th, just like how TPOT 6 released the day after last year's second meetup. It's this episode where the elimination for Just Not and the strongest team on Earth will be held. I'm just gonna cut to the chase this time, as I still believe Balmy and Bell will be eliminated, just in TPOT 12 instead. I still think one will have either a villain or co-host role, but if it's the former, I think it would be pushed past TPOT 12 so that more focus can be put on the Exiters in that episode. There is still no way for me to predict what the challenge might be, but I think there will most likely be a chance for 2 of the Exiters to debut, and the 2 top placing teams would each get one. In this scenario, I believe the S and Team 8s would each win a debuter. However, if there's an elimination instead of, or perhaps in addition to, the debut, I still think Death Pact Again and Are You OK would lose. What do you think of my predictions? I know this video was very much on the shorter side, but that's just because I'm reusing most of my predictions, just pushed an episode forward, since TPOT 11 ended up being a different type of episode entirely from what I expected. To recap, I believe the episode releases on YouTube on July 14th. There may or may not be a double Exiter debut on the S and Team 8s, and I now think one will not have much of a role until later in the season. However, I still believe Balmy and Bell are gone, and that if there is an elimination, Death Pact Again and Are You OK will each lose a member. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on, let me know in the comments what you think will happen, and I'll see you in the next one.